of the evening, man. This is the Source Experience. The news by Shy News. Man, happy Thursday, all throwback Thursday. Hopefully you got in some motion. If not, you're probably just on the internet crashing out. But we are here. We are rocking and rolling. Um, I want to speak on a couple of things. Number one thing I want to speak on is in this boxing real quick is the Shakur Stevenson. Right, so Shakur Stevenson had emergency surgery, I believe, yesterday. Right, and I want to tweet this while I say this. Right, and I'm gonna pull up Twitter. Right, I see a lot of you content fakers. You know who you are. Wannabe generals and tough guys, all talking about Shakur's career's over and how his hands are brittle, pillow punches and shit like that. Well, let me say this: Canelo Mayweather had uh, bad hands. Not Canelo, but Mayweather. Canelo's favorite. But Mayweather had bad hands, right? Mayweather never lost a fight. Never lost a fight with bad hands. So when I hear you guys speak about Shakur's bad hands, all I do is laugh. I just laugh, man. Number one, I laugh because this has been a problem for Shakur for quite some time. But yet he is still undefeated. He is still a what now? One, two, three division champion. But let me say this, right, while I tweet this, right? Because I want y'all to catch this. All of you guys that are bashing at Shakur Stevenson for having surgery and missing out on this fight are the same ones that was upset that he had this fight. Please make up your minds. Goofy, fake, boxing fans. Well, Chris, what's your thoughts on that, Chris? Let me see what you're saying. My bad, Chris. I'm finishing up my tweet. Right, but what's your thoughts on that, right? All these guys that are bashing him, right? All these guys that are bashing him, right? Right? I'm gonna get to it, Chris. I'm just finishing this tweet. I'm just finishing this tweet, Chris, because I gotta add something to this too. I'm gonna add something to this, right? To show you how these dudes aren't official. They're all naysayers. Watch this, Chris. All right, that post is up, right? Check this out, though, Chris, right? These same people that are on here killing Shakur, right? Bashing him for having the surgery and all that, right? Or would have been the same ones now that were upset that he was fighting Joe Cordina, also, right? But not just that, they were also the ones that would have said, man, Shakur don't sell, the pay-per-view bomb, right? See, now look, pick your poison, fake content creators, no motion having boxing fans, right? You didn't want this fight. You were mad that he had the fight, right? So now that he's injured and had surgery and no longer has the fight, his career is ruined. See, these guys, not only are they not official, they just be on some bullshit. They be on some bullshit. Because it's like, make up your mind, and not for nothing, right? Now that it's being spoken about, right? I think I watched WCS say this. WCS was aware of this. Shakur has had these hand issues for quite some time. Some of us know this, right? Some of us don't. The ones that do know this also know that part of the reason why the Tank Davis fight did not matriculate was because of this. They did not want to put big money out just in case something like this happened, and which happened, where he had to have surgery to repair his knuckle. Now, just imagine if this was the Tank Davis fight, it would have been off. All of that money going into promoting this fight, building this fight, marketing this fight gets thrown out the window, right? But see, you content creators that just be out here talking with no motion, speaking on boxing, with no inside the track other than coming on, sipping on something, smoking something, sitting around motionless, don't understand this, right? But my thing is, you guys never wanted this fight. You guys didn't remember this fight was announced. And it was like, oh, why is he fighting this guy? He's 130 pounds and I just got knocked out. But now the fight's not happening. Now it's not happening. So you guys got to pick your poison. Definitely not pleasure. Pick your poison, man. But I want to get to another topic real quick. This right here moved me, right? Shout out to my good brother Christopher White in the building. Chris, are you in here still? Hopefully you're on the stream yard, not on sound. I mean the YouTube joint. You're on the stream so you can see this, right? I know you're gonna get a kick out of this, right? Now a lot of these job turkeys that sit on the internet, they was always trying to run with my flow, right? They always look. Remember, a lot of these guys are trying to do this. This was their format, and I appreciate them for trying to do that because that just showed my business partners and others that I am an influencer. Not only am I an influencer, I'm a producer. Whenever people try to run with the style that you do, right, and you can show that, you could be like, look how he's trying to do his podcast. Or look how they're doing their podcast now, right? Who was doing that first? It shows your true influence. But since we're here, right, let's go here. My guy, Chris, you're going to love this, Chris. You are going to love this. All right, let's refresh this. Here we go. We got to refresh it. Man, that CMOS came out fire, man. That CMOS came out fire. I'm at the iron. All right, Chuck and Jarvin. There you go. There you go. Lifting weights to get you bigger. That's the CMOS again. This should be it right here. Oh my. Let's pull this up. Here we go. Can y'all see this? Do y'all see this? Courtesy of There's All Smoke.
sleep at night, I would have been
Yeah.
Now, if I would have gone home every day, if I would have go to the gym every day, if I didn't drink Johnny Walker Black every day, could I have been better?
Maybe not. Maybe that was your shit, though.
I don't know.
How could you
I
know
don't
when
know.
you still end up being
Him?
the
I
best
know a bunch
football
of guys
player
that
ever?
don't drink, don't smoke,
And
don't
they
do
shit.
shit.
And they was trash.
And them trash.
Trash motherfucker. Trash motherfucker.
Yeah, yo, what's your thoughts on that? Let me stop that, man. Did y'all hear what he said, man? Shout out to the LT, man. This shit was fire. Yes, you see how we switched it up. We'll let them crash out over there. These guys talking boxing. Tell these guys that's talking boxing that don't attend fights, don't go to fights. Go to a motherfucking fight, man. Stop talking about boxing, man. You are stinking the lane up. But did you catch what he just said right there? Man, LT, not only was he sipping Johnny Walker Black, the man was cracked out, coked up, and performing at arguably the best ever, right? The best to ever do it. Even though he doesn't have the sack lead, he was just crazy out there, right? But you heard what he said. What's your thoughts on that? It's three of y'all in here. Fire, thank you, Chris. But what's your thoughts on that? He said, and I know this to be true too, right? He said that he knows guys that didn't drink, smoke, do nothing, and they were straight trash, right? Straight trash. But man, LT was different. Shout out to LT. I definitely got a kick out of that. Now, you know, I would have told y'all that was the topic, but you know, these old lushers and bullshitters with nothing going on would have tried to run with it. Now go run with it. After I done did this, you guys can follow up, man. Because your boxing content, trust and believe, is trash. Go to a fight, man. Stop speaking on boxing. You don't do nothing in boxing. You're not a media person. You don't cover fights. You don't cover no fighters. You're not breaking no talent. All you're doing is sitting on the internet, wasting your time, right? Go get a job. But man, that shit right there was hilarious, man. Hilarious. He said straight trash. Trash. Guys that were drug free, you know, by the books, couldn't touch him. Literally couldn't touch him. There's stories, right, of LT, you know, freebasing, partying like a rock star, pulling up Sunday, hungover. You know, Sunday's the game day. Pulling up Sunday, hung the fuck over, coked and cracked out of his mind, and going out there killing the scene. Killing the scene. Now, I just want to share that, man. But this right here, look, this is the this next one that I'm about to play, right? This one is big.
If I would have got sleep at night, I would have been Now, if I would have gone home every day, if I would have go to the gym every day.
How was LT? LT.
Now this is big right here. This is Michael Strahan.
How was LT? LT was a great teammate. Crazy when he showed up at practice. When he showed up, which he don't like when I say that, but it's true. You know it, LT. This cat would go 100 miles per hour. When he's in there in practice and his reps, and sometimes he takes scout team reps, 100 miles per hour. Game speed. And that's one thing I learned from him. In practice was game speed. It wasn't going through the motions. And then in the meetings, I didn't learn nothing from him there because this cat would come in, get a towel, roll it up, and lay on the floor and go to sleep the entire meeting. And then the coaches would, you know, wake him up, turn on the light at the end. Not at the end of the meeting.
They knew better not to wake him up during.
Yes.
Right.
And then we'll go, hey, LT, we put in this blitz and that blitz. Is that okay with you? Like, why the hell are you asking him? We all in here wake for the last 2 hours. This cat sleep. You got to ask if it's okay. And if it's not, I guarantee you they would have changed that motherfucker. Like, but he had earned that, man. He had earned the respect of these coaches and of us as players. But he was a great. He gave you a shirt off his back. intimidating. Like it is intimidating. And it took me until hell recently to not be intimidated when I see LT. Mm-hmm. And he and I got into a big old argument, not an argument, but a nice, fun conversation like a year or so ago at a golf tournament. He was like, you know, I should be the career leader in sacks for the Giants, and he's going on and on. I said, well, you know, you're not.
That's simple.
I am. Well, if I didn't miss all them games, I didn't tell you to do the drugs, man.
Oh, man. But look how fire that was, man. Fire. Now, please go try to run with the source. See, we just don't have to come on here and talk boxing because we are boxing. But we will talk some current events or stuff that I'm gonna get to a current event in a second, but I just wanted to touch on that. Any given Sunday, that was 2 Hall of Famers. Shout out to Michael Strahan. Michael Strahan said that LT. Did you hear the respect that man garnered? He would show up to the meetings and put a towel over his head and sleep throughout the whole meeting. And they would wake him up at the end and say, yeah, we put these blitzes in and those blitzes in. Is that okay with you, LT? Come on, man. That lets you know how nice he was, man. How top tier, how official LT was, man. But the thing that I loved was the end, right? If you know, you know, right? You heard what Michael Strahan said? Very intimidating. And that's 2 Hall of Famers now, right? These are 2 guys that are immortalized in football history. Super Bowl winners, right? He told them, yo, I should be the sack leader for the Giants. He said, man, if I'd have missed all those games, right? He said, but man, nobody told you to do all those drugs. So how official was LT that it is known that he was a drug addict? He was the fiend. Look, bringing it back to boxing. Look, we've seen a fiend get beat down by Terrence Crawford, right? A fiend, yes. See, when you're on drugs, you can't perform at a high frequency unless you are special or different. Did y'all catch the sauce right there? LT was special, plus different. He was out there on drugs. What did they say? When he was taking practice snaps against the scouting team, he was going at 100. There's another one I want to play in a second where he was talking about he didn't like to do walkthroughs because he wanted contact. Yes, the contact. Smash the like button, man. There's 5 of y'all up in here, man. Yo, Chris, how are we doing, though, Chris? I know you're still in here, man. How are you doing, Chris? How are we doing, man? Are you digging the sauce tonight? Are you digging the sauce tonight, Chris? These guys can't fuck with me. I'm going to get to another topic in a second, but I wanted to just show the range, man. These niggas is probably having panels of a bunch of nothing. A bunch of nothing. A whole panel, a bunch of nothing. Bunch of fake job, fake fans of boxing. Don't go to no fights. Don't support no fights. Don't support the guys going to fights, giving them the actual information. Yeah, we got to bathe you in a little while, man. We got to bathe you. But this is the reason why I am not at the spot, because, you know, I would have been at the spot recording, you know, but I got to, you know, this is a new puppy head, man. So it's bonding time and training sessions, man. Go over there and eat some food. Go. Get some water. Go. See how smart he is? For those of y'all seeing, like, he went right over there. He got the water. Y'all see him getting the water? Y'all can't see. Damn. But look. You see him getting the water? Look, he went right to the water. Very smart. He went right to the food. You see that? Training days. Now I just got to break his crying ass when he gets in the fucking cage. He's a crybaby, man. He's a fucking crybaby, man. That's another reason why, you know, I got to be on deck. Because this guy, like Zeus, you know, Zeus was Zeus, man. I miss that guy. But Chris, man, are you digging the sauce? I'm going to get to my last topic. Like I said, I'm going to be in and out like a robbery today. Because I want to, you know, even though it's early, I don't have to get Coach Green for about another close to an hour. But I want to end this quick. Here is my last topic. Right? giving y'all broad instruction. I'd rather watch these other guys crash out, sit online for hours. Go get a job. What are you talking about? Get a job. Get some motion going, man. You're sitting online. You're just crashing out now, man. You know you don't do boxing. I'm gonna bring that. I'm gonna bring that series back. I'll do another episode some other day. Where are they now? Right? Where are they now? Right? Let's get over here to this last topic right here. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I think I'm killing it in the backyard too, right? If y'all support other people that do shit in their front yards, why not support me in my backyard, man? I'm killing two birds with one stone. Not only am I broadcasting, doing my podcast, right? And it's still somewhat professional. I think it's more professional in my backyard, right? I'm gonna be honest, right? I think it's more successful in my backyard because this is actually my property, right? Whereas the library, I'm a guest, right? I'm a guest at the library, but this is my property. That's why you see the tires, the truck, all the land. This is mine. So, and I tell my dog, go over there and eat. Go over there and get some water. I can tell him that, right? This is mine. He can come around. I can't bring him to the library, right? Now I could go record in the crib, but I want him to get. He has to get housebroken, man. He's not housebroken. He is housebroken, but he's a puppy. Look, we just went in the crib. I just told you he used the bathroom in the crib. We wasn't in the crib for 2 seconds. Right? He's too accustomed to that already. From where he was at. We're breaking that down. But yes, this is going to be my last topic. You're digging the source, Chris. Appreciate that, right? But if we go over here to Twitter, right? I heard the Ray Jackson guy is back. Welcome back, Ray. We didn't miss you though. There's enough of you guys out here like him, right? But here is my final topic right here, right? Switching it up a little bit, man. Like I said, man, these guys sit around talking about boxing with no motion, done clog the lane like an artery. Boxing content creators are having heart attacks because there's so many of them with no motion. But this right here, NYPD Commissioner Edwin Caban has resigned amidst of reports of some nightclub shenanigans, right? Now, I want to highlight this because this is nothing new, right? But the feds cracked down on him, right? I'm going to follow this situation tightly, right? But like I said, this is nothing new, right? So apparently, he is the police commissioner, which is the highest rank in the NYPD, where he stepped down. But his brother, twin brother, right? Give you a little background on this. His twin brother has a security, security force job or company, right? Now, his brother's company was securing a lot of high-end nightclubs. These were his accounts, right? They are investigating whether the brother, who was the commissioner, did favors for these clubs, which he probably did, because that's just how they roll, right? But this is why I'm going to follow this, because normally, these guys, the police, and I don't care how these guys take it. Shout out to the NYPD and all the police department. You guys are the most organized gang. You guys are no different from any other street gang. The difference between y'all is you guys are organized and quote unquote are supposed to be the carriers of the law, but you guys are just like any gang. Now, normally, like I said, they wouldn't have done this, right? But that's why I'm going to follow this, because why are they on this guy? I think he was one of the first, if not the first, but I don't think he was the first. But I know And why he was the first Latin. Matter of fact, we could pull the article. Let's look at the article. The article says it, right? I just don't like pulling the articles up. I want you guys to do your own research and read for yourself. But let's pull the article up right here. You know, reading is fundamental for those of y'all that read. We'll pull the article up. Here is the article. Right? And I just want to get a read from y'all on this, right? I told you the police are dirty, man. Here it is right here. NYC police commissioner resigns amid nightclub probe. That is him right there. New York Police Commissioner Edward Cabin amid a federal investigation into Department nightclub enforcement. According to sources familiar with the matter, Cabin, the city's first. Oh, he was the first. See, I was right about that. The first Latino police officer took over the department in July 2023 after being tapped by Mayor Eric Adams, who is a former police guy himself, who administration is the target, right? Is the target of multiple federal investigations. The news around recent developments has created a distraction for our department, and I am unwilling to let my attention being anything other than our important work or the safety of men and women of the NYPD, Cabin said in an email to members of the NYPD, which obtained by NBC News. But I want to get to where they break down what was going on. All right, right here, right? Where's it at? What do you talk about his brother? All right, federal investigators want to know if James Capin, that's his brother, profited from his ties to his powerful brother and the NYPD, according to multiple sources. Specifically, the investigation is looking into whether James was paid by the bars and clubs in Midtown Manhattan and Queens to act as a police liaison if those clubs were then afforded special treatments by local precinct, the sources said. Lawyers for Edwin Capin described him as in a statement as an accomplished public servant who had dedicated his life to the safety and security of the people of the great city. But see, my whole thing is, right, these guys do shit like this, right? But somebody is pissed off, right? For the feds to get on this, right? I want to know if he was making money, him and his brother. This is what these guys do. Remember the hip hop cop? The hip hop cop, like, they do this, man. These guys, man. If you know, you know, man. I just took a carry conceal class with the police. The guys that were running it, one was the DEA, right? One of the guys, DEA, right? Drug Administration agent, right? DEA officer, former NYPD Drug Task Force sergeant, but now a DEA. The other was a retired highway patrol guy. And the third officer was a correction officer, retired Nassau County correction officer. And these guys are cool, right? But they, like I said, they're in the gang, man. Don't get it twisted. NYPD is the gang. 7 PD is the gang. Nassau PD. All these polices are gangs, man. But they are organized. And they have the shield. They have, like, just like the military is a gang, right? And the military guys will tell you, I have military family. They are a gang. The Marines is a gang. The Navy, the Army. These guys are all brothers, brotherhood, right? But they are considered to be legit because they are protectors of society, the police, the Army, the Navy, and all that, right? But my thing is with this, and I'm going to close, right? Because I'm not going to stay on truth. But my thing is this, right? It's deeper than that, man. Because whenever the feds get on you, because the cops are dirty all the time, man. But for the feds, the one to tap in with this, That means somebody dimed him out. Somebody did not get paid, and they were feeling some type of way. Brownie, where are you, Brownie? Brownie? There you go. There you go. I got you. Look, when I don't see Brownie in my sight, I get a little nervous, man, because it's Zeus. It's Zeus, man. But he's right here. But yeah, somebody missed the payment. That's all this is, right? Somebody missed the payment, and they got the feds involved, man. Well, I'm gonna keep my eye on this, right? I'm gonna follow this, because I want to see what happens, man. Because like to me, this to investigate him and the mayor and different people for alleged, being a liaison for his brother. They must have been making some real big type of money, right? Because the article doesn't say about the money, but it had to be. It had to be some serious money involved, right? Look, when you skim through the article, right? They don't say nothing about money. But somebody he got up out of there quick. He resigned. Hopefully he doesn't think he's gonna get charged and lose his pension and all that shit. But he resigned. That's not a good sign either, right? What do you think, man? For those of y'all that's over there, man. What do you think? By him resigning, does he feel guilty? Does he feel like something's gonna come out that is gonna taint him and possibly get him some type of charge or jail time? Because the feds are gonna get you, man. Whenever the feds want you, they're gonna get you, man. You know. Now I'm sorry if this kind of content offends any of you guys, but I just didn't feel like I said, man. I was watching boxing to me right now it's just too cluttered. I did talk a little bit about boxing, man. It's just too cluttered, man. You know? Oh, what is that? That's next Thursday. Next Thursday, the Andre Ward, Devin Haney interview is dropping. I want to see if he ate all his food, man. Let me see if he ate all his food, man. I gave him a nice healthy helping. I'm not rushing the process. I'm not gonna rush the process, but I want him to get big and strong like Zeus, man. I want him to get big and strong like Zeus, man. That's what I'm really missing, man. Zeus really started really growing on me, man. Yeah, I got his weight up. Eat up, boy. Go eat up. Eat that food. Eat that food, man. Get your muscles up, man. Come. Because the more he eats, right, he'll start filling in. Look at him. You see him chowing down over there? Y'all see him chowing down? Can y'all see him? Yeah, y'all see him right there. Look. Boy gonna get right. That boy gonna get right, man. But listen, this has been the Source Experience. I want to get a quick walk in with him, man. What time is it? Y'all got time, man. Because Daffy is upstairs, right? Daffy is turned into a weirdo, right? You good? You ate all your food? Did you eat all your food? Huh? Because we're about to spin the block, man. I'm about to put all this equipment up, man. I was going to spin the block, right? Come back. These motherfuckers will come in this yard and take this shit, man. But, yo, shout out to my man, Christopher White. Hopefully y'all dug the show today. You know, maybe I put out a little bit more content later on, some shorts or shit like that. We got to see. We got to play it by ear, man. But this is the Source Experience. The news by Shy News. You know, you do have options. You do have options, man. Backyard edition with Brownie. Bobby Brownie. Come here. Come close this out. Come on. Let the people see you, Brownie. They want to see you, big guy. Up here. Up. There you go. Up here, big guy. There he is, the big guy. Saturday, I will be recording at the library. I will be there. Saturday, I'll be at the library. The house will be full, so he will be attended to, right? It's just Monday through Friday. You know, I don't like, he's cooped up. My wife doesn't really let him out like that much. So I'd rather, you know, make the sacrifice right now and get him right. As you can see, he's getting right. Smells a little pissy. Yeah, we're gonna bathe you later, man. See, they keep you in that damn cage, man. You smell a little pissy. You know, I don't have you smelling like that, fella. Get Bobby Brown, the ladies, man. He going right over there to that food. He going over there to that food. But appreciate you, Chris, and everybody else. Like, share, subscribe, ignore. But yeah, I like when you ignore, though. You know why? Because when you ignore, and then I do one of these, past you again, you just look like what Kobe Bryant said. It doesn't matter how many gimmicks you come with. It doesn't matter how many views you try to buy. If you don't have the catalog, right? If you don't have the receipts like this, if you don't have, you know, the receipts, right? Look, these are receipts right here. Some of you guys don't even have this, let alone, you know, the catalog, right? If you don't have the receipts, you got to have receipts in this game, man. And this is something that you guys don't have. But yet you sit online for hours and hours discussing boxing without a catalog, without any type of, you know, work. Why are you discussing boxing and you can't even present any boxing accurate information, let alone to show us that you actually do this other than sitting online, getting drunk, getting high, crashing out with other fake fans that don't support boxing either, right? Because if you support boxing, by all means, you should have some sort of boxing content.
You can beat me, man. I'm a real one. I'm here. I'm waiting. I've been beaten in the amateur. I've taken L's before. We haven't taken L's in years, bro. Because we perfected the game, you know. And when we're in the ring, we're not just fighting and you know, just beating people up. We're outclassing them. We're finessing them. You know what I mean? As my trainer said in bed, Denny, smart fighters win, dumb fighters lose. He never said strong fighters win, weak fighters lose, fast fighters win, slow fighters lose, smart fighters win, dumb fighters lose, okay? I fought a smarter fight against Danny Garcia, won that. I fought a smarter fight.
Danny Garcia is fighting when? Saturday night. I just figured I'd share that. Danny Garcia is fighting Saturday night. That's how long the catalog and crazy the catalog is. That was Keith One-Time Thurman, who has not been active in quite some time. Speaking on beating Sean Porter, who was retired, and Danny Garcia. Now that's 6 years ago, 5-6 years ago, whenever it was, right? When are you guys that sit around talking boxing gonna produce something other than just sitting around talking boxing and claiming that you fuck with it and support it? Because it's so obvious, not only do you not support it, you are clogging the arteries up with no motion. Where is the motion? Now I'm speaking to this one over here because I'm closing out both of the live streams, but my live stream over here, I was highlighting the fact that there's too many boxing content creators with no boxing content.
Oh my gosh, he's sweating. Down, Narina. Down, Narina. I'm taking a video. You want to be famous? Run down.
Yes, because that is the problem right there. That is many years ago. Only thing you guys want to do is be famous, but you guys aren't famous. And the content creators that you think are famous, they're not famous. That's why when you do reaction videos on them, the videos go nowhere because they're not famous. And the reason why they're not famous is they don't have boxing content.
Yo, this is Jackal Fitness. I'm here with the victorious coach and the new. That's right, man. Yo, just speak on it, man. You always talked about greatness with your son, man. World champion after how many fights?
I told everybody we're gonna get the title with 15 fights. We're
Yes.
gonna Mason Bernard.
Yes.
And then we're gonna get Monteco with 16 fights.
Ooh. Yeah, he was in the building tonight, man. Yeah, we was in the stands, man. A lot of people said that after what they seen what he did to Comey, that Lomachenko might be a little nervous, man. What's your thoughts on that, man?
I don't care, man. We're gonna catch him, you know?
Yeah.
We're gonna catch him.
Talk on the pops.
He's gonna get popped.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna be able to freaking take that power.
Yeah.
It's too small, man.
Yeah.
And come April, I'm gonna say the same thing.
Yo, just describe, man. You hear the noise in the background, man. You was a fighter coming up, you know, DNA.
Man, everybody have a great Thursday. I just had to throw that up, right? Because, when I see these crash outs, man, you niggas just crash out, but it's supposed to be fans. They caught yourself ignoring that right there, man. Didn't we call it for y'all? Didn't we call it? That was junior, senior, the blueprint. And what happened? T.O. did go on to do those things that he said right there in that interview. So when you guys think you're ignoring me, no, you're ignoring the blueprint of somebody that's done these things that you just sit around crashing out, claiming to be a fan of. Hopefully, y'all caught and enjoyed that sauce. Media, marketing, management, consulting, services. You know, you do have options.
Work, Chris, work, body. Nice, good body shot. Body shot, Chris. Good body shot.
Yes, good body shot. But this is the Source Experience. The news. Rasha News. You know, you do have options. Sea moss is available. I should have bought the sea moss out here, man. But the sea moss is available. Hit me up. Serious inquiries only. Come on, we're gonna go for a quick walk, boy. I'm about to go get your leash. While Daffy's distracted, you know, she doesn't need to come. This will be me and you bonding. Take you for a quick walk. Hour and 49 over there. A little under an hour over here, man. But this is the Sauce Experience. The news by Shaw News. I holla.